Hello. So today I want to talk to you about the solo only game, R.A.V.E.L, which stands for Rare, Artifact, Vertiginous, Enigmatic, and Logical. So this is a puzzle game for one player and it has different difficulties to it. So it's great for replayability. So in this game, you have the center, which is where all of your dice are going to be. And then you have some tokens that are going to let you change the dice as needed. And if you want to play on regular difficulty, you'll play with 8 tokens. The game comes with 12. So you can adjust the difficulty if you want to make it a little bit easier for yourself when you're newer. You can give yourself more than the 8 tokens that are recommended. Or if you're playing with more of the difficult cards, you may want to start out to getting more of these. But what these let you do is they let you move dice that are next to each other and they let you change the value of dice. So you would roll these one at a time, because everything, you're not supposed to know. You can't pre-make your board basically. So you're filling out your board. There are 4 different colors of die and they are just a standard D6. So they're going to roll 1 to 6 and you fill in your little board like so. And then there are the cards. So there are 16 of the standard difficulty cards, and then there are 16 of the increased difficulty cards, and the cards are all numbered. So if you want, you can start by trading out like card 1 for card 1. So they will be similar, but this will be a more difficult version of the same goal. Or you can get totally chaotic, shuffle all the cards together, and just deal out 16, whichever works better for you. But again, it's recommended that you start with the regular cards. So you are going to deal out around the center board so that you have 4 in each spot. And then you will flip the top card of each one up. And there's symbols on them telling you what you need to do. So for example, this card is saying any color is totally fine, but your dice must be 4, 5, or 6. They don't have to be 4, 5, and 6 because this is the easier version of the card. They just have to be 4, 5, or 6. And when you achieve that on the side that it's on, because the cards are always corresponding to the side they're on, you will get the reward at the bottom. So in this case, it lets you move 1 card to a new spot. The instruction book is also great. It lists every card. The regular version and the difficulty version tells you exactly what you need to do if any symbol is not clear to you at first. Once you've played once or twice, the symbols all make sense, and it tells you exactly what the reward is. So when you complete the card, it says you may take the reward. So you may take it. If you don't like the reward, you don't have to take it, but you cannot save the reward. It's a now or never situation. So for example, up here, I need 4, 5, and 6. Well, right now I have 5, 4, and 2. So I could pay 2 of my tokens to change the dice to any value I want, which would get me the numbers that I need. Or I can pay 1 token to change 2 orthogonally, not diagonal, dice. So I could change these 2, and I now have 4, 4, and 5, so I would be good and achieve that. But I also need to be looking and seeing what's happening on my other sides because I don't want to move something now that's going to mess something up for later. So here I need to have my 3 dice that equal 7 or less. Here I need to have 2 dice that add to the total of the 3rd dice. So like 2 and 3 add to 5. And here I need to have 3 different colored dice, which I actually have, and it will get me 2 of my tokens back. But if I haven't spent any yet, I maybe want to save that. So again, if I swapped those and I completed this, I flip over my new card and then I get my reward, which allows me to move one of these cards if I want to. So I could potentially, oh, look, I need these 2 dice to equal 1, 4 plus 2 equals 6. So let's move that there. So I used that, and then now I've achieved this, which will let me do that. And then you're just going to do different manipulations to try and get through all of these cards. If there ever is a point where you cannot meet the terms of one of the cards and you are out of tokens that would let you swap or change the value, you lose. If you get through all 16 cards, you win. It's super straightforward in the win-loss condition. And then, like I said, there are the more difficult cards, so you can slowly increase the difficulty of your game however you wish. Like I said, you could start by just swapping out specific cards so that you have the the same number or the same types of cards, or you could go all in on all the difficult, or you could just shuffle and see what happens. So I am loving this game. I think it is an absolutely fabulous solo game. It is newer. I noticed when I searched on Amazon, if I just looked up the name of the game, it didn't come up. I had to put in Impatience, which is the publisher, Impatience R.A.V.E.L, in order for it to come in, or I had to Google R.A.V.E.L game to get the Amazon listing to come up. Check your friendly local game stores, check other places. I do have an Amazon storefront if you want to go link in my bio, and it's there too. Don't feel like you need to, but just know if you search Impatience R.A.V.E.L, that's the only way I could find it directly on Amazon. But it's a pretty inexpensive game, and it is a good time for a solo game. So I would love to know, what do you think of this? Are you interested in it? Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.